Looks like it's spinning around here, please.
I know. الله أكبر الله.
When Hurricane Isaias swept through New York, strong winds caused a construction scaffold to collapse onto a parked car. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. In the midst of the storm, one wrong step could mean disaster raining down from above. Oh, the wind howled like mad, and snap. A massive tree was broken like a twig. Hurricane Idalia didn't arrive with a warning. It came to destroy. No sirens, no alerts. Just a roaring noise and a cloud of dust after a sudden earthquake struck Malatya. A dam had to release massive amounts of water to cope with record-breaking rainfall from Typhoon Trami, proof of how severe the storm truly was. A dust devil whipped across a field in West Texas, creating a spectacular sight that left locals stunned by the raw power of dry weather. A decade without hail, not a stroke of luck, but maybe a sign. Is Guangzhou entering a new, more unpredictable climate cycle? Boom! A bolt of lightning struck the Kaoyang Bridge like a punch from an angry sky. Nature always has a way of reminding us that nothing is ever truly stable.
Oh my God. Somebody is losing everything right now. I mean, it's gotta be hit. That's huge.
A massive tornado ripped through a residential neighborhood. People fled on foot, losing homes, cars, and things that can never be replaced. A street lit up in red flames after a tree crashed into power lines. Sparks flew, smoke filled the air, and the whole neighborhood was left in fear. As winds screamed through the streets, a tree fell onto power lines. Then boom! Flames erupted, lighting up the chaos in a terrifying instant. Oh my God! The car was crushed in seconds, but the driver managed to escape like a scene from a Hollywood thriller. Fate clearly gave him one more chance.
موجود وسط مدينة غزة تم قصفه.
When a building that held both lives and stories was destroyed, the question wasn't just why, but who is still able to speak out.
الله أكبر. تم نسف البرج بشكل كامل. تم نسف البرج بشكل كامل. موجود للمشاهدين.
A lightning bolt tore through the sky and struck the ground right in front of a car. Nature was furious, and the dash cam caught every second of it. If you think storms are just about heavy rain, look at this lightning strike. It turned a tree into ash in the blink of an eye.
Christ.
Sure, it's natural, just the kind of nature that makes you want to move to another planet. Strong winds toppled a massive roadside tree, blocking traffic. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Rooftops, signs, even heavy objects were tossed like paper scraps. That wasn't just wind, it was a beast howling through the city. Just cracking a door open was enough for the wind to blast inside. Clanging metal and flying debris kept everyone locked in tight. Wind shrieked, rooftops launched skyward, and signs spun like toys. Everything was swept up in the hurricane's furious grip. A nightmare struck a mountain town when the Ellis River overflowed, sweeping away everything in its path. Locals were stunned, caught off guard by nature's terrifying fury. A hurricane slammed into Louisiana like divine wrath, tearing down power grids and plunging the city into darkness. The wind howled and the rain pounded, an unforgettable night for everyone. Hurricane Otis unleashed its fury on Acapulco with destructive winds and relentless rain. The damage is expected to be catastrophic, and the region has entered full red alert. September 24 in Temple, Texas became hellish when a sudden storm knocked down power poles and sparked a fierce blaze. Fire and lightning lit up the night in a haunting scene. Hurricane Ophelia struck Virginia hard, but its people stood strong. Side by side, they faced the storm, a powerful display of resilience and unity.
Yep.
It's making a pile of logs.
Sheep Canyon wash.
A torrent of mud surged like a monster through a canyon in California after heavy rain. Rocks, trees, and soil vanished in a scene straight out of a disaster movie.
All right. All right, let's go home.
A flash flood forced West Virginia into a state of emergency. Roads were swept away, and communities could only pray amid nature's wrath. Magical frozen bubbles sparkled under the Nevada sun, glistening like living crystals, each one holding a tiny, enchanted world inside. Newfoundland was buried in over 1.5 feet of snow, transforming the island into a breathtaking, frozen kingdom.
This isn't gorillas in the mist.
In southern Manitoba's freezing storm, a herd of cattle lay motionless in the snow. The scene was eerily silent, yet their resilience spoke louder than words. Torrential rain turned Virgie, Kentucky into a flood hotspot. Red alerts blared as the community braced for a ferocious battle against nature's surge. Floodwaters swept away Tennessee Road and plunged parts of Appalachia into chaos. The water rose so fast it was as if the town had been swallowed whole. A strong gust of wind suddenly ripped a surfboard from a young athlete's hands mid-relaxation. Instead of panicking, he quickly found shelter, a testament to composure under pressure. Hurricane Beryl rolled into downtown Houston like a massive gray curtain, swallowing the skyline. The sky dimmed to a powerful gloom. Nature knows how to change the mood. A bolt of lightning struck a backyard in New York just steps from a man. A spine-chilling near miss. A massive tornado emerged in southern Iowa, skimming the roadside like a moving threat. A basketball hoop was tossed around like a toy, bouncing, tipping, and flipping non-stop. In Eckley, Colorado, 60-mile-per-hour winds made even tumbleweeds go berserk, twisting and dancing across the ground. The waves of Lake Erie unexpectedly drenched a man with an icy downpour, turning him into the unwilling star of an unforgettable soaking. A furious tornado swept clean through Palm City streets like it was rebuilding the entire block. Debris flew everywhere as residents held their breath, watching nature's raw power. Shopping carts took to the air in a parking lot, as if rehearsing for a circus act. A tornado ravaged Star Valley, Arizona, with all the fury of the heavens. 20 homes were destroyed, debris rained down. It looked like the end of days. Hurricane Agnes ripped roofs from homes in Youghal, County Cork, Ireland, terrifying the coastal town.
Holy, that car's flying! What the? That car's flying! What the?
No one can control the wind's path, and today it chose to charge straight into Arkansas with a furious twister.
I'm in a tornado! Oh my gosh, tornado!
A small tip: don't stare straight into a snowstorm. Trust me, your eyes will understand why. The skies over North Dakota are filled with thousands of snow geese in a massive migration, like a living painting in motion, a true symphony of the wild. A runaway boat suddenly launches into the air and slams into a wave breaker, a terrifying moment that stuns everyone who sees it. A mysterious vehicle spews clouds of smoke as if it's creating its own private fog, leaving everyone curious about what powers it. A reckless lane change without a signal throws an entire highway into chaos. Golden sunrise reflects off frozen waters and a misty fog in Swan Spring, creating a scene so surreal. Ferocious flames engulf an entire neighborhood. Firefighters battle thick smoke and intense heat with everything they've got to save what they can. Violent tornadoes shake Wisconsin to its core. Residents flee in panic, powerless before the raw force of nature. A hypnotic time-lapse revealed the night sky over Western Australia. The cosmos opened frame by frame, like touching time itself. A massive chunk of snow shattered a truck windshield, a moment that felt like the sky collapsing in a winter frenzy. Lightning struck and shook the entire house. The doorbell camera captured a moment that gives everyone chills. A sudden hailstorm hit Farmington. Large hailstones fell relentlessly, turning peace into a fierce natural battle.
Oh my god, babe, I just got shot.
Think staying indoors is safe? Think again. A rooftop gets torn off like paper during a raging storm. Stand back and witness it. Nature is putting on a display of power so mighty, the world can only watch in fear and awe. The thunderous sound of a cliff collapsing in the Canaries sent people fleeing. A breathtaking yet terrifying moment. 5. Have you heard of the Haboob storm? A massive wall of sand rolled into northwest Texas, forcing storm chasers to speed away from the desert's wrath.
Are those shooting stars? What are those?
Look up, everybody! Look up! Look up!
What just happened? Though the wreckage was chilling, thankfully no one was injured. A violent landslide struck near Tuzla, Bosnia, sweeping away everything in its path and leaving a trail of destruction that shocked everyone. A sudden dust devil formed in Hatton, Washington on July 27th, sweeping across the fields and creating a choking, apocalyptic scene. On July 31st, flash floods rushed into Angeles Oaks, California, carrying debris and mud from burn scars and blocking Highway 38, creating utter chaos. Another violent dust storm hit central Kansas, turning the sky gray and causing panic due to the sudden power of nature. A terrifying rock slide crashed down a California highway, swallowing everything in seconds. Witnesses were left shaken. It sounded like thunder. That's how locals described the rock slide at Zion National Park that forced a trail closure. As Storm Ashley approached, a trampoline was lifted into the air like a flying saucer. A scene straight out of a movie. Snow and ice slid off a rooftop with incredible force, creating a dramatic mini avalanche.
Yo! What the?
The Baltimore Bridge collapse was captured by a civilian's camera. A surreal moment no one wanted to believe was real.
What the? No shot! No shot!
White thunder. A giant avalanche thundered down a mountain range in Argentina, echoing powerfully like nature in a rage. Strange shelf clouds stretched like ocean waves across the sky, signaling a monstrous storm approaching Argentina. Beautiful and terrifying. Strong winds whipped dust from fields into massive towers that rose into the sky, engulfing everything around in a choking, murky haze.
You're missing it. Look up.
Lightning flashed like glowing swords, tearing the quiet night into a surreal spectacle. A giant dust storm swallowed a West Texas oil field in a choking, blinding haze. Oh my God! Just a few short seconds of footage left viewers stunned, unable to believe what they were seeing. A haunting moment, nature can turn without warning and strike unexpectedly. Typhoon Mawar rips through Guam with 140-mile-per-hour winds, leaving widespread devastation, a clear display of a tropical storm's fury. Hail and record-breaking rainfall send people in Grenada scrambling for shelter. A freezing storm straight from the sky. Glowing red lava slowly flows like a river of fire in the dark. A stunning yet chilling natural phenomenon. Typhoon. Kong-ray, the strongest in 30 years, hits Taiwan with massive rain and widespread destruction. A truly furious force of nature. An unavoidable crash. A train slams into a semi-truck carrying wind turbine blades in Texas. The truck flips over instantly. Massive waves from Hurricane Teddy slam into the New Hampshire coast, surging violently as if trying to swallow Ocean Boulevard whole. How would you react if you saw lightning strike a car right in front of you, only to realize a loved one was inside? A cliff suddenly collapses after a loud rumble. The terrifying landslide in Taiwan was caught on camera during a 7.4 magnitude earthquake.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow! Oh my God!
A mountainside gives way in seconds. Caltrans workers flee as bystanders, record everything.
Whoa! Back up!
Part of a building in Hong Kong collapsed during Typhoon Mangkhut, a terrifying image of destruction. A pizza delivery worker defied Typhoon Jebi, delivering hot food through screaming winds. Typhoon Jebi, the strongest in 25 years, hit Japan with unprecedented damage and chaos. Typhoon. Noru swept through Kagoshima. Huge waves, violent winds, and relentless rain, like a battle between heaven and earth. Streets turned into rivers, staircases into waterfalls. Typhoon Merbok transformed the city into a water park. Taiwan released floodwaters to deal with Typhoon Megi, hoping residents downstream made it to safety. Ximen Dam released 30 million cubic meters of water after Typhoon Duchuan, flooding the entire surrounding area.